Bubba built it.
Are you videoing right now?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so we've got the jump box.
Yeah.
So you know what that means?
Time to go out.
Bomb around the back lot.
Well, the idea today is we're going to be looking at a possible Gambler 500 build. 500?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, okay. And we're going to see what we've got back here that would be a good candidate. But as you can see, there's quite a bit to look at.
The fields are wet into harvest.
Yes, and the laborers are few. Well, we need something that we can actually get around through all those tall weeds and stuff to see what we've got. We've got some ideas. We'll show that to you here in just a second. But first things first, let's get a vehicle that'll conquer the elements.
Yeah. Our buddy David's always making fun of us for having 2 batteries in 100 cars.
Oh,
So
it's not our fault. Batteries aren't what they used to be.
they're not. They suck.
Man, this is like chigger territory.
I bet a lot of viewers don't know what chiggers are.
Yeah, they ever get one in the nether regions, they'll know for sure what it is.
Let's see if this will work. Last time I tried to start this thing, the battery wouldn't.
Here, I got this. I hear crunchity crunch.
I heard that too.
Yeah. All right. It's a good sign.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, hang on. Okay.
I'll let it run for a minute.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This does not bode well.
You got gas?
No, it's got gas.
Apologies. Looks like our mic's cut out on us. We had to abandon the ZJ because of a fuel issue, so we go to our yard truck and jump it off instead. Alright, let's get going, see if we can find this project. Oh, look at that dude right there. Wow. Oh, man. I think our mics are dead.
Really?
I think our mics are dead, so we'll just talk.
I'm glad we clamped down that top because it's barely hanging on.
Oh yeah,
by a thread.
It's wiggling around. Right.
Actually, I don't think we took a video of us clamping the top down, but we clamped that down before we started this adventure.
Yeah.
All right, we're on the back 40 trying to get over here to the.
Let's see if
Thankfully, it's been pretty dry around here, so we shouldn't.
I don't think we're gonna get stuck. It doesn't feel like it anyway.
So, what we're doing here, we're doing a feature Gambler build, and those of y'all who are not familiar with Gambler 500 might know that it's a $500 vehicle that you take out into the woods and pick up trash. But we've got these cars out here, these 2 Nash Metropolitans, and I think they might be a good candidate, and with a twist. Okay, and as I mentioned before, this is our handy dandy ignition switch for a Chevy. Works great. Oh, gotta put it in park. There you go.
There it is.
And it never started again. Oh, there's a lizard.
Yeah, he's been running around in here. Where'd he go?
Right there. Oh. And Mr. Praying Mantis, is he still there?
Yeah, well, come here. Oh.
I think he took a hike.
Yeah. Or maybe waiting for me as soon as I get out.
Yeah. They're meat eaters, you know. Carnivorous.
She's gonna get me.
So we've got these two Nash Metropolitans that we had this big plan. Matter of fact, we still might execute this plan. Our idea was to take an old dwarf car. Can we say that on film? Or a Legends car. And those of you familiar with Legends cars, they got usually have a Yamaha 1200 or 1100 four-cylinder, and they're very fast. And the idea was to take this car and put it on top of a Legends car. And it's really too nice. Well, it was nicer than it is now. The roof on this thing, look at this, talk about dumb luck.
Stupid tree.
Out of all this tree line here, there's not one tree over the thing except for this one spot where you see the tree there. It landed right on the square middle of the roof. Boom. But not to worry, it's still fixable.
We can probably pop it out.
It'll buff out.
Yeah.
But
it didn't bust the back glass.
Yeah,
so
right. That's
good.
important. So this one right here is too nice to cut up. But this one here that we got with it was a parts car. This would be the perfect shell for something like a gambler build, because we literally have nothing in it. I mean, it's just a junk, rusty parts car. It's way too rusty to restore. I mean, look, it's rusted all the way through the B pillar right there.
Yeah.
Bluetooth B pillar.
Yeah.
But the idea is to take this and this old Nissan Versa over here. It's got fairly significant front end damage, but the drivetrain is completely intact. Matter of fact, we drove it, cranked it up, drove it. The air was even cold. And as you can see, it's too wide for that Metropolitan. And look, I'm gonna get on a soapbox here, but I see lots of Nash Metropolitan builds, and people love them, and then they cut the whole sides out to make tires stick out the sides. And you're completely ruining the reason you love the car, because it changes the whole look of it. Now, as obviously with this, we're gonna have to cut the sides out to put the tires out the front. But the idea is to take the trailing arm rear suspension and just use one half of it, make a three-wheel, make it like a trailing third wheel out of one of the trailing arm assemblies back there, and it would be like a three-wheel gambler vehicle, and it would maintain at least the bathtub shape of the back of the car with the fully faired wheel openings. And so I think this is going to be a good candidate. We have some other ideas as well, but this is my favorite just because it's so bizarre. This car here. So Lee, I mean, what do you think about this? You think this has an idea that has legs? Yeah. Speaking of your legs, you're in dangerous territory there.
Yeah.
Now, if we could keep the thing that would be cool, right, is to keep the whole dashboard and everything. And that way, you might even have heat and air.
That would be crazy.
What does it look like inside?
I've seen a lot worse actually.
Man, if it wasn't for that light tan color, it would be beautiful.
Yeah.
But the mold has a slight.
It's got a nice aroma to it.
Man, you know what we should do? We should see if this thing turns over. Is the key in it?
Oh, now you're talking crazy.
I know.
Yeah, the key's in it.
Okay, how long has this been sitting here?
I really don't know.
A long time.
7, 8 years?
No, not that long.
Well,
no. I mean, look.
It was 2017.
We had a friend pass away during the time that it's
been sitting
2017.
Here.
How do you know that?
Because we were at the building, and he had that source, right? We got that from the.
Okay, hold. There's a sticker right here. And then that just says 2008 Nissan Versa white. 124,000 miles. Wow. Oh, hey, another thing about these Nissan Versas that's kind of cool. Well, this one is kind of cool. Some of them had the CVT transmission, and this one, and those suck.
Yeah.
They'll just explode on you for no reason. But this one, thankfully, has the 4-speed automatic. So that was the first thing that we wanted to check out and make sure, because we didn't want to put any time into this if it was the CVT. You know what? I could grab the battery out of the truck.
Just so there's no battery in it.
No whatsoever.
We've got that jump box.
Oh, you know what? I should have brought the other battery. The jump box. Yeah, let's try that. It'll probably start just off a jump box. That's a pretty good size one.
Yeah, it's a little creaky back here.
Is the key in it?
Yeah, key's in it.
Cool. Let's see what happens. Oh, let's see what happens.
Okay, we got some life in here.
Cycle the key.
I'm gonna turn the windshield wipers off.
Yeah.
And the lights too, good grief. All right, let's see. Okay. It was the other way. I don't hear any fuel pump action.
Well, I hear stuff going on up here.
Okay.
Okay.
We do have gas.
Does it show any on the gauge?
Yeah.
It shows gas on the gauge?
Yep.
Well, then have it. Oh, you said we have gas. I thought you meant. Yeah, okay, I got you. All right. I mean, I'm hearing a solenoid. Turn it over like, cycle the key like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. I'm doing that.
Well, it sounds good. Turn it over. Okay. Okay, obviously we're not getting fuel, but that's not to be. How much gas does it say it has in it?
Quarter of a tank. Just over.
Okay. Well, try cycling the key like 4 or 5 more times and try one more time. Because look, it's been years ago, but I heard it run. So that means either the fuel pump's gone bad, which is not be surprising, or it's just not primed enough yet. Hold on. You know what I could do?
Check the Zerk.
Yeah, but I guess to do that, I'll have to rip this off if you don't have the tools. So. The oil looks good.
Yeah, and oil.
Only 124,000 miles. This thing's spring chicken, really. So the Zerk is covered up, so I could break this off. Well, I already broke it. So there we go. Ooh, look at that, sound deadening. We didn't need that anyway.
Yeah.
This thing's not going to have any exhaust if we do it. Okay, there's the fuel rail.
Is it on the other side?
I mean, obviously this has to be accessible, right?
Well, yeah, there's accessible, then there's accessible.
Well, you can't test the fuel pressure if it's not accessible. So there's the fuel line. What I'm saying is, obviously, it's got to be somewhere. We're just not seeing it. There's the rail. I don't see it there. All right, look at the other side of the rail here. Well, where else could it be, Lee?
I'm in a bit of a loss.
I'm sure this is such an enthusiast vehicle. We'll have several people watching the video saying, "Oh, well, the fuel pressure checker is right there on the starboard side of the starboard side of the Canooter valve." It does actually have a Schrader valve in it. All right, well, maybe this doesn't have that. This is the kind that you have to use a special tool to get off. So that's not much help. There's something else we just broke. I'm just kidding. I didn't break it. I got a for that. Oh, look, here's the transmission. Oh. They say to see if it smells burnt. Oh, that smells pretty healthy. Okay, well.
It's a radiator cap.
Yeah.
Look how tiny that dude is.
Yeah, it's a pretty little. Okay.
I guess that was a good spot for it.
There's the fuel. There's the fuel line right there. All right. Well, it turns over. I have heard it run. to your point, the fuel pump, I could not hear it.
Yeah, I never heard it cycle.
So I think this thing needs a fuel pump, but we're going to cut all that. If we do this, we're going to cut everything off behind the dash, basically.
Yep.
A pillars, B pillars, the whole floor, everything, and then take that one suspension arm and mount it in the middle with a cage. So I think the next step is to do a rendering of this thing.
Love it.
Love it or leave it. You better gangway. Okay, so this right now is my top idea as far as I'm concerned. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it, man.
Nice.
I mean, what other option would we have?
Okay, so like for instance, we could take this van and cut the roof off of it. But again, I've seen that done before.
Yeah.
Think about gamblers, you want to do something unique. Speaking of unique, check out that great Class 3 hitch solution that Sam came up with.
Wow.
I mean, I'm loving that. That's like McDonald's right there.
Oh, that is so bad. They actually, it looks like they did try to, is that, yep, they actually tried to weld it there.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's not a weld, is it? You
Yes.
gotta be kidding me.
Yes.
It's not,
No,
it's not even on there.
Look, my initial thought was it's
Some
grease
kind of weird-
or some sort of putty. No, they tried to weld it.
I'm not even mad, I'm impressed.
Ugh, that would be terrible.
Okay, so there's that. Oh yeah, the other idea that we could, that I was thinking about, Lee, we could take that old C4 Corvette over there
Oh yeah.
and just Mad Max the crap out of it.
That would be awesome. But what are we going to do about ground clearance?
Big giant tires.
Big giant tires.
Where is that car?
It's
Corvette back here.
it's on the other side of the Jimmy there.
I know it's there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The elusive C4 vet.
Ouch.
It's hiding in the bush.
Crikey.
Let's get a glimpse of it here. There she is. Look at how beautiful she is. Let's see if we can get a closer look.
I don't know if we want to do that actually.
Yeah, well,
Oh, maybe that's the better way to go.
man.
I'm telling you, it looks better than that, does it not?
Well, if we get bit by a snake.
Well, the good news is I'm wearing flip-flops.
There you go.
Now, this car, okay, you know what, in reality, this is not the one we would probably use. We'd probably use the black one in the back field. But the one that we showed in that previous video,
Yeah,
because
because
that one has a good engine. This one,
right, this one's got that weird crankshaft problem.
yeah, so
There she is.
those of you who've ever messed with the C4 Corvette know they have that interesting situation in the front end with where the frame sits really close to the harmonic balancer. And the harmonic balancer came off this thing. My son was driving it, and as it came off, it started to wobble, and it hit that frame member and busted the end of the harmonic balancer. Well, we thought, okay, let's put another harmonic balancer on it. Well, turns out when it busted it, it bent the snout of the crank.
Yeah.
And what a bad turn of events that was, because that was a really good running little TPI.
Well, I forgot about the mullet machine.
Oh yeah. Me too. We got, you know what? We have a weed problem.
Yeah.
We have weeds that are 15 feet tall out here.
Yeah.
Look at that one over there. Of course, you know, you have to say a sweet gum is a weed.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They're worth
All right,
nothing.
well, I think so far, and we have that Grand Marquis sitting over there too, but I've seen lots of Grand Marquis gambler builds, and I like them. No disrespect to them, but we want to do something different.
Right. So I really like the Metropolitan and a 3-wheeled Metropolitan. That's kind of bananas, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. And you know what I was thinking? We could kind of do it like a Messerschmitt, like the old 3-wheel Messerschmitt car.
Yes.
From Germany.
Yeah.
Because they were, and then kind of do an aircraft thing with it. We could even make a 50mm gun on the hood.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. So, yeah, this is the way to go, man.
All right. Well, C4 Corvette is idea 2. The van, I think it's the 3rd place. But idea number 1, I think, is this whole Metropolitan.
On the Versa.
On the Versa, right.
Love it.
All right.
Very, very cool.
Let's get to rendering.
Awesome. Okay, well, I mean, is there anything else we want to do while we're out here, or we want to just go ahead and close this thing out?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just close it out with the rendering and
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks
Hey,
for watching.
thank you very much.
See you next week.